Welcome to Explortle! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of environmental science, what it is, why it matters, and the exciting STEM careers you can pursue to help protect our planet. Have you ever wondered who makes sure your water is clean, who studies the effects of pollution, or who helps us understand climate change? That's the job of environmental science professionals. From research labs to outdoor ecosystems, environmental science connects everything we know about nature to the people and systems that keep our world going. What is environmental science? Environmental science is the study of the relationship between humans and the natural world. It combines biology, chemistry, physics, geology, and even social sciences to understand how ecosystems function and how human activities affect them. Why is environmental science important? This field is incredibly important because it helps us tackle major challenges like pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction. By identifying environmental threats, scientists can recommend solutions that promote sustainability and protect both nature and public health. Let's explore some incredible careers in this field. First up, we have environmental scientists and specialists. Environmental scientists and specialists use science to solve environmental problems. They study data from air, water, and soil to identify pollution and climate issues, then help create solutions through research and policy. They work in labs, offices, and the great outdoors, and are often employed by government agencies, nonprofits, and consulting firms. In short, they're at the heart of environmental science, using data to protect ecosystems and guide smart environmental decisions. Next, we have environmental science and protection technicians. These technicians are the hands on heroes of environmental science. They monitor pollution and collect samples to support scientists in tracking contamination. You'll often find them in the lab or the field, using tools like pH meters and microscopes. They help enforce environmental safety laws and prevent health hazards before they spread. Many work for government agencies, labs, or consulting companies. Next, we have biochemists and biophysicists. Biochemists and biophysicists explore life at the molecular level. They study how cells work, how diseases develop, and how substances interact with living organisms. While many work in medicine, some focus on environmental problems, like studying the effects of pollution on living cells or developing cleaner biofuels. They usually work in research labs or universities and often use tools like lasers, electron microscopes, and computer models. Next, we have environmental engineers. Environmental engineers combine science and engineering to build solutions for the planet. They design water treatment systems, pollution controls, and clean energy technologies. You might see them in labs, at job sites, or drawing up blueprints in the office. They work for engineering firms, government agencies, energy companies, and they turn environmental science into real world systems that help communities thrive. Now let's zoom in on two of the most STEM intensive careers. The first career group we discussed that are STEM heavy are biochemists and biophysicists. As previously mentioned, biochemists and biophysicists use science to solve environmental problems. But what education does this career need? To become a biochemist or a biophysicist, you typically need a bachelor's degree in biochemistry, biology, chemistry, or physics to get started. However, to conduct independent research or hold advanced positions, a PhD is usually required. Most PhD holders also complete postdoctoral research to gain further experience in specialized areas of study. These two careers generally do not require specific certifications or licenses. However, those working in government funded labs or educational institutions may need to complete certain safety or ethical training certifications, especially when working with hazardous materials or living organisms. Some of these certifications include the CITI program, OSHA laboratory safety training, and the bloodborne pathogen certification. Biochemists and biophysicists spend most of their time in research laboratories, planning and conducting experiments that explore how living systems work. A typical day includes running experiments, analyzing results using software tools, writing reports, and sometimes presenting findings at scientific conferences. The work is a balance of lab research, data interpretation, and collaboration with other scientists. How should you get ready to become a biochemist or biophysicist? In high school, students interested in this field should focus on biology, chemistry, and physics, along with strong math courses like calculus and statistics. Computer science is also helpful since data analysis and modeling play a growing role in the field. They may also want to adopt important qualities like analytical skills, communication skills, critical thinking skills, interpersonal skills, math skills, perseverance, problem solving skills, and time management skills. How much will you be paid? As of May 2024, the median annual wage for biochemists and biophysicists is $103,650. The lowest 10% earn around $64,890, while the top 10 can make over $168,900. Industries offering the highest pay include wholesale trade, research and development services, and pharmaceutical manufacturing. The job outlook for biochemists and biophysicists is very promising. Employment is projected to grow 9% from 2023 to 2033, which is faster than the average for all occupations. This growth is driven by increasing demand for medical and environmental research, including work on diseases, renewable resources, and the effects of pollution. Which career combines science and engineering to build solutions for the planet? An environmental engineer. What education will you need? To become an environmental engineer, you need at least a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering or a closely related field, such as civil, chemical, or mechanical engineering. College programs often include courses in math, chemistry, biology, and environmental systems, along with internships or cooperative learning experiences that provide hands on training. While entry level positions don't always require it, many environmental engineers pursue professional engineer licensure, especially if they want to advance into senior or supervisory roles. To become licensed, candidates usually need a degree from an accredited program, work experience, and to pass the fundamentals of engineering and PE exams. Environmental engineers work to design, plan, and improve systems that protect the environment and public health. A typical day may involve creating blueprints for water treatment plants, inspecting pollution control systems, writing environmental impact reports, or meeting with clients and government officials. They often split their time between offices, laboratories, and field sites, depending on the stage of a project. How should you get ready to become an environmental engineer? To prepare for this career, students should take advanced math classes like calculus and trigonometry, as well as chemistry, physics, and ideally environmental science. These subjects lay the foundation for the engineering and scientific work they'll do in college and beyond. They may also want to develop important qualities like communication skills, creativity, interpersonal skills, math skills, and problem solving skills. How much will you be paid? According to May 2024 data, the median annual salary for environmental engineers is $104,170. Those in the lowest 10% earn less than $64,950, while the top 10% make over $161,910. The highest paying employers include the federal government and engineering services firms. The job market for environmental engineers is expected to grow 7% from 2023 to 2033, which is faster than average. This growth reflects the ongoing need for professionals who can address environmental issues like climate change, water quality, air pollution, and sustainable energy systems. Quiz time! Let's see what you remembered. Question 1. Which of the following careers typically requires only an associate's degree or some college level science training to begin work? A. Biochemists or biophysicists. B. Environmental engineer. C. Environmental science and protection technician. D. Environmental scientist and specialist. The correct answer is C. Environmental science and protection technician. Technicians usually need an associate's degree or technical training and often assist scientists by collecting samples and monitoring pollution. Question 2. Which career typically involves designing water treatment and pollution control systems? A. Biochemists or biophysicists. B. Environmental engineers. C. Environmental science and protection technicians. D. Environmental scientists and specialists. The correct answer is B. Environmental engineer. Environmental engineers design infrastructure to manage pollution and protect public health. Question 3. What do environmental scientists and specialists primarily focus on in their daily work? A. Designing infrastructure and mechanical systems. B. Analyzing how human activity affects the environment. C. Writing scientific textbooks and laboratory manuals. D. Creating medicines and testing drugs. The correct answer is B. Analyzing how human activity affects the environment. Environmental scientists study pollution, ecosystems, and policy to solve environmental problems through field research and data analysis. Let's end with a few fun facts about each career. Environmental scientists and specialists. These scientists take soil, air, and water samples from forests, oceans, or even polluted cities to find out how healthy the environment really is. Environmental science and protection technicians. From pH sensors and microscopes to field kits and GPS systems, they use hands on instruments to gather real world environmental data. Biochemists and biophysicists. Many life saving drugs and vaccines were developed with the help of biochemists and biophysicists. Environmental engineers. Many work on designing eco friendly buildings, clean energy systems, or pollution control technologies. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Explortle or through email explortle@gmail.com to stay updated on our STEM series. See you next time!